Hi there, Spitfire here with GameMode 5. Today I wanted to talk to you about non-believers, not in the religious sense, but non-believers in your cause and your channel. If you're finding this video through an annotation or a link in the description of another video, welcome. If not, please on screen now find a link to a video that will explain a little bit more about this series and how it can help you. Alright, so, non-believers. Non-believers are what you aren't on YouTube. These are the people who are going to be your adversaries. It's important to have adversaries on YouTube because you cannot go through life having everyone like you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't try, but it does mean that eventually you will find a group whose interests do not align with yours. This can be if you're in a skating group, your rival skating group. If you're in a high school, it's your team rival. If you're on YouTube, it can be a channel that's interests don't align with yours. But I would suggest try to avoid feuds. Feuds don't work out for anyone for any reason. Communities are not only defined by what they are, they're defined by what they're not. So for instance, if I were running a cooking channel that was based on a ketogenic diet, my rivals would be cooking channels who do baked goods that aren't keto-friendly. If I am PewDiePie, my rival is a barrel. Go figure. These are, going back to a religious metaphor, you're pagans, you're unconverted, the people who just don't get you. If you're Boogie2988, usually fat shamers are going to be your pagans. They're going to be your adversaries, your non-believers. I've used an example previously in this series, specifically for this reason. I am a Starbucks non-believer. But the fact that I'm a non-believer has caused me, I believe in this series, to at least mention them 3 or 4 times now. Because of the way that they do business and whatnot. Nothing wrong, of course, with the brand, but I just don't get it. And that simple fact has actually made me bring them up a few times, so they get a little bit of free advertising. Go Starbucks. These are... Your non-believers are just a byproduct of the fact that you stand for something. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a charity or a good cause. It can be simply quality. Say you're talking about your channel quality. If you do videos like this with green screen, sometimes glitches are going to happen. You're going to have a light go out on you and have to wait weeks for a replacement, which makes you look a little bit grainy while you're recording. People will make comments that make them non-believers in you and your brand. I'm not saying to antagonize these people. I'm not saying to embrace these people. But it's important that you have these, because if you have these, that also means that you have something. You have developed a brand that they don't believe in. Simply having that brand is a huge battle. So, the next time someone on your channel tells you that your quality sucks, or that it's out of sync, or whatever, of course take this with a grain of salt. Remember, these are your non-believers. Take whatever constructive criticism you can, and remember that you've created a brand. And that brand already has one of the 7 keys to success here on YouTube. Another note before we end this video is to remind you that conflict unites people on both sides of an argument. Whether it be a political, religious, or YouTube-based argument. No matter what the topic is, it may not unite 2 people this way, but it does unite the people on both sides of the issue. As I said before, don't antagonize, but do remember that this conflict, this not getting your brand, is not necessarily the worst thing that can happen to you. Till next time, I'm Spitfire with GameMode 5. Like, subscribe, comments please.
Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. It's a very informational video. If you like informational videos, you'll like this.
My goodness, I think I'm gay.